Welcome to Tactical Reviews, and today I bring you a story of love at first sight of the LionSteel T6. The T6 is not quite the largest fixed blade that LionSteel make, that's the M7, but the T6 is the largest of the T-series fixed blades and brings in a really substantial knife at the top of the T-series. The original run of the T6 was in K390, and following that the production was restarted in CPM 3V. One of the distinctive features of the T-series is the solid handle. So here we have a single piece of micarta which has been milled out to create a very strong and comfortable handle on a large heavy-duty knife. So before we go in closer on the knife, let's have a look at the very well put together sheath. So a Kydex sheath with a mounting platform. We have a MOLLE mount and belt loop system on the back here. So that does depend where you put the straps. So having taken the strap all the way out, you can do the normal weaving for a MOLLE mount, but if you put it under this top loop, you get quite a nice belt loop here at the top. Of course, this is held on to the Kydex sheath with these bolts. So what you can do for right and left-handed is undo these, flip it over, and there you have the ambidextrous features of the sheath. A drainage hole there and a cord for a leg strap. Another nice feature here is with this having a good retention from the Kydex, although we have a retention strap, the retention strap itself is removable. So if you just want to use the knife with the Kydex retention, which is nice and positive, you don't need to have the extra retention strap unless you want it. And of course here with the fact that it pops in and out, so right and left-handed positions easily achieved. Let's come in really close, just coming in really close on the sheath here. Show you that removable retention strap again. And in what I use for the belt loop configuration. The fixings so that you can remove the mount and flip over the sheath, and then you can see the hollow rivets. Okay, let's move on to the knife. Just starting from the action from the sheath. Really nice, not overly stiff, just positive retention on the Kydex. And we'll take in the T6 here. So this is the natural micarta with the old black finish on the blade. Really aggressive profile. So remember, I take XL size gloves, and you can see a very comfortable fit with plenty of room to wear gloves as well. Don't think there's anything I don't like about this knife. Let's come in for a really close look. And we've come in nice and close now. You can see here the CPM 3V specification on the steel. following the lines of the swedge there, coming down to the strong point. Good size sharpening choil, and with a protruding guard within the blade steel itself, we come on to that solid handle. So solid is the term LionSteel are using for their handles that are manufactured from a single piece. So if I roll it onto the spine, you can see the handle uninterrupted material because it's machined from a single piece, giving you complete comfort and extreme strength in the handle material. And then looking at the tang, so fully visible through the top of the handle, and it extends into a striker. There's 2 bolts securing the handle, a lanyard hole through the micarta. Just while we're in at this zoom level, we'll just look at that action into the sheath. And moving on to the tactical reviews, detailed technical specifications for the LionSteel T6. First up is the overall weight, including the sheath, which is 529 grams. The length in the sheath is 30.4 centimeters. Sheath width is quite a wide sheath with this Kydex, so 83.5 millimeters. The maximum thickness, there's a little bit of variation here, so a little bit of a guesstimate, and this is 36.8. Weight of just the knife, 370 grams. So overall length of the knife is 29.3 centimeters. Blade length 15.5 centimeters. So for handle thickness, the center is the widest point. We have 23 millimeters. Handle depth, but not including the finger guard, we'll go with the swell in the middle here. And that's 36.4 millimeters. Have a look at the balance point now. So just gently teetering here, which is 16.4 centimeters from the tip. Blade thickness 5.2 millimeters. This is a flat grind. Just use a straight edge here to show. So flat grind. Grind length is 30.4 millimeters, and that is at the point where the blade is 44.3 millimeters deep. So now we'll measure the primary bevel angle. Okay, and we have 8 degrees and 44 minutes. So 8 degrees 44 minutes for the primary bevel angle. So this won't be visible. This is measuring the factory edge bevel angles, and it's a tight fit in my gauge here. So right hand factory edge bevel is 22 degrees and the left hand is 20 degrees. Point angle. Which is just double check that. So we have 67 degrees point angle. Thickness behind the edge just catch the top of the edge bevel, and we've got 0.97 millimeters it was before that slight recovery, and let's just take another one. 0.96 millimeters thickness behind the edge. So there could be just a slight rake. So lining the gauge up along the handle bolts and looking along the blade, and that gives me a rake of 3.5 degrees. Let's now take a look at how sharp the factory edge is. So, center measurement It's 243 grams. The heel of the blade, 230 grams. And finally, near the tip, 270 grams. Thank you for joining me in this look at the LionSteel T6, and remember, get informed, be prepared, stay sharp.